EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. First and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Right to the air goes Lawrence. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Lawrence. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. It's Penix. He's got room past the 35. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Look at this. They go with their tight end on 3rd down. And he'll convert, picking up the 1st down at the 46-yard line. From the gun, it's Penix. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Now Penix to throw on second down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, Penix. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
You know, Mike, anytime you have a mobile quarterback and it's fourth down, your philosophy on defense has to be take him away first. And that's exactly what this defense did here, being able to contain the quarterback, keep him short of that first down marker, and get off the field on fourth down.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. Some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They go play action for and the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work this out to the 23. Jamin Davis there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's going to let this one go deep inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Got a man downfield, it's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the Jaguars will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That's caught by Watson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 2. Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's going to have the 1st down and more. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He's got it at the 3. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. The tight end going in motion to the left. Here's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They put Wilson in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and through. And the Jaguars will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. To throw is Penix. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now as this one is in the air. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Lions 17, Jaguars 14.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. On second down, Penix. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's a third down and 4. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. Quick throw here is complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Throwing again, it's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Penix going to throw again. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Third down, 3 to go. On the ground, it's the tight end. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a first down. They're going to go play action with Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 38-yard line.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. It is a gain of 16. They get the 3rd down conversion by about a yard.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a run with their tight end. And a short pickup down to the 21. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Penix. He's going to tuck it and go.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Throwing is Penix. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now a give on the ground. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Now a hand off the tight end in the running game. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Penix. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll turn and hand this one off. Trying to get himself upfield, and he cannot do it. Not back at the 2-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd down, Lawrence. That's going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They go play action for Lawrence. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 37 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
A run on first and goal. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Here's a screen set up for Watson. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Lions. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
From the gun, here is Penix. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10. In motion comes Thomas. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
First and 10. Here's Penix. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Good blocking, and he's in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The Jaguars will wind up with a 2-point conversion.
That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. A 1-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll go play action now with Penix. He'll get this to his tight end, Laporta. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a 1-possession game.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure too much. He goes down. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. On 2nd down, Penix. Quick throw here is complete. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air, They'll say no to the extra point and go for two.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This is first and 10. To throw is Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Lawrence now on second down. Going for it all. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's third down. Lawrence now. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up. So it's a win here for the Lions. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden.